such a handsome boy.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Miss Putri and I were wondering how you guys found the way we did last week's lesson. Like, do you think it was like, what do you think about it? Also, in terms of instructions, for example, like, were things clear and approachable enough, or was there something that you found difficult? And please be honest, it's actually what's gonna help us if you're honest, even about things that you liked or didn't like. That's actually perfect for us, because we will then be able to improve.
About last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. About last week, I think it's very fun.
All right.
For me, I enjoy the lesson, and that was great.
Okay.
For
And
me.
was there something negative, something you were missing, maybe?
No, I think. Yeah. That's from me. Yeah.
Right.
Good.
Okay.
Last week was great.
All right. Okay.
We
What
satisfies
about
him.
huh?
We satisfies him. We are
For
satisfied.
now, we'll see.
For
We'll
now.
see if it lasts.
Right. Agree.
What about you, Rizky?
What?
What do you think about last week's game? Was there something missing? Something, I don't know. What do you think about it first?
It's so much fun, I think.
Fun, okay. And was there anything negative about it? It's okay if there is, no worries.
No.
No? So were the steps clear about how it worked? Did you have any difficulties?
I think no.
Okay. So nothing negative, because we thrive on that. It's so useful for us. So nothing missing. What would you like to add in the future? Is there anything you think might help you?
Kak Putri maksudnya gimana Kak? Kak Uta gimana maksudnya Kak?
Okay, so would you please to repeat again, Miss Becky?
Of course.
Your question?
Yeah. So is there anything you would like us to add to next lessons? Is there, I don't know, any idea of things that might help you in a way?
Ya, ada nggak dari apa yang sudah kita diskusikan atau berikan kemarin, menurut Syafiq atau Rizky, ada nggak hal yang perlu ditambahkan? Mungkin ada ide apa yang kamu sangat butuhkan, kayak gitu.
Actually, I have an idea that is for grammar. Alright. I want a game that apa? Ngelatih itu apa ya kau tahu ya?
Yeah, just to practice about your English.
For the grammar practice. The game
Yeah.
for the grammar practice. Yes.
Yeah, we actually do that quite often. We just didn't. The last time it was more about vocabulary, but we usually do that games with grammar. So good to know. There will be games with grammar. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I actually would like to hear about two things as well before we start. So one thing is about when Okay, so when you have a goal, right? When you have, for example, in this case, learning English or going, like you told that you want to go abroad and stuff like that. So when you have a goal like that, do you know how to build the steps to get there? Do you know how to create a routine or a plan to get to that point? Or are you confused about it usually? Like, do you just have this general idea and you don't exactly know how to get there? Or what do you do when you want to reach a final goal? Do you plan? Do you not plan?
Oke, Rizky sama Syafiq, kalau misalnya kalian punya sesuatu yang paling kalian inginkan gitu ya, biasanya kalian melakukan apa dulu? Apa membuat rencananya atau hal lain?
Ya, membuat rencana.
You make
Research.
a plan, ya.
Yeah,
You make a plan.
Ya.
make a plan first.
Okay. But can you give us an example of how you do that?
Wait.
Okay, so for example, just maybe what you told us already, but like, what's your goal for learning English, say in the next year, for example?
Kau tak ini buat yang ngelancarin bahasa Inggris, plan buat bahasa Inggris.
Yeah.
Oh ya. My plan is actually practice my grammar first, and after that I talk to the native, because I think talk to the native is so good to practice our language. Yeah, I think. And then I practice my grammar, and then I practice my kosakata,
Conversation, vocabulary.
Yeah, vocabulary.
Okay, and how do you do that?
I follow this program.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Rizky? What's your, first of all, do you have a plan for the next, say, year about where you want to get? If you don't, it's okay as well. I just want to know whether you do or you don't.
Ada nggak kalau Rizky?
Kenapa, Kak?
Kalau Rizky, kalau misalnya ada sesuatu yang berkaitan sama pencapaian Rizky, yang mau Rizky, goalnya Rizky gitu ya, Rizky mau mencapai sesuatu, Rizky pernah nggak melakukan sesuatu kayak membuat rencana atau hal lainnya?
Enggak sih, Kak.
No, for Rizky it's no, Miss Becky.
Okay, no plan. All right. So it's fine. Everyone has their way of doing things. That's totally normal. My question is, do you think if we were to, help you, like besides and on, let's say in addition to grammar lessons and games to practice, if we were to help you working on a detailed step-by-step path to reach your goals, do you think you would find that useful or not useful, or I don't know. What would you think about that?
Kata aku takut salah nerjemahinnya. Gimana?
Okay, so Miss Becky, do you mind if you repeat once again?
Of course, of
I'm
course.
sorry, Miss
So,
Becky.
no,
No worries,
no,
no worries.
no,
Okay.
that's perfect.
Okay,
Okay.
Shafiq and
So-
Rizky, please pay attention what Miss Becky is saying, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
So,
Very slow.
Um,
She will
yes,
speak very slow,
I
okay?
will. Okay, so, I mean, obviously, in this program, we do, lessons to build grammar and vocabulary and conversation, especially conversation. But my question is, if we actually helped you preparing a very good plan to reach your goals step by step, if we helped you planning in a very efficient way, let's say, if we help you guiding the path to actually get to the point you need, would you like that? Would you like having some help with a plan to reach your goals, or do you not like that kind of I don't know, activity, let's say?
Oke, jadi paham nggak Syafiq dan Rizky maksudnya?
Jadi apa programnya itu bantu step by step buat nge-reach goal itu bukan
Betul.
betul ya.
Jadi kalau misalnya kalian diberikan satu kesempatan untuk kita bisa melakukan yang namanya kita membantu kalian gitu ya untuk bisa mencapai target kalian, katakan dalam bahasa Inggris di sini gitu ya. Kalian bersedia atau tidak?
Yes, I will love it. I will. Sorry. Yeah, saya bersedia.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would love it.
All right. What about Rizky?
What about you,
Yes,
Rizky?
I'm ready to.
Okay,
Yes,
so you would like that. Okay.
Love to.
The idea would be to make it also, because we all have different learning styles and different methods and different needs as well, because we're all different, right? The idea would be to actually make them quite personalized as well, like work together to actually get to the destination, right? Get to where you want to get. So, all right, we obviously need to prepare a few things, but I just wanted to hear from you if it was something that could interest you. And the second thing is, do you ever feel like when you speak in English, actually, when you have to speak in English, like this, for example, how do you feel? What are your feelings when you do that in front of, I don't know, native speakers, but just people in general?
A bit nervous, maybe.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because my English is not so good. Yeah. My language is not so good, so yeah, I sometimes a bit nervous.
And why do you feel nervous? I mean, you say that it's because you don't feel your level is high, but like, why does that make you feel nervous? Why like what do you...
Yeah, I feel nervous because I feel my English is not so good. Yeah, just like I
lack of vocabularies probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that, like, do you think I mean, because obviously if you're learning a language, making mistakes is part of the learning process.
Yeah,
so
right.
I guess my question is, how do you think the others will react when you talk to them and you make a mistake, for example?
Gimana? Aku takut salah terjemahin lagi.
Okay, do you mind if you repeat again?
Of course. So
Sorry.
no worries. So it's also, my question wasn't very clear as well, I think. So I guess my question is, what do you think the others, the people you talk to, what do you think they will think if you make a mistake?
Okay. I think they just like, what are you talking about? Gitu. Jadi
Okay.
I talk to them, but when I stop, they like, what are you talking about? Gitu.
Okay.
So they confused, I think.
So you think they wouldn't understand what you say, something like that?
Maybe they like judging me too, but not in front of me.
Okay. So they will judge you, but in secret, not. All right. Okay. That's interesting, actually. What about you, Mr. Rizky?
What?
How do you feel
Miss?
when you speak in English with other people?
I'm feeling good.
You feel good, okay. So in every circumstance, do you always feel happy about it?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So is there anything that makes you feel a little bit, I don't know, insecure when doing anything in English?
No, Miss.
Okay, so you're super confident then. All right. Okay, so I guess then of course we got very different answers here, but I guess my question would be on whether you think some activities to improve confidence and feel less anxious when speaking in English, or if you think that you could like that, or it would be something you're not interested in. So what do you think about some extra activities on to build confidence, to be more confident as well?
Iya, ada nggak hal lainnya gitu?
I think no.
No, you wouldn't like it.
Gimana sih kalau udah? Aku takut salah nerjemahin lagi.
Okay, so do you mind if you just sum up the question before?
Of course, like repeat it. Okay, so
repeat it, yeah. Suddenly it's gone, the words.
What? Okay, so the question is, what do you think about activities, extra activities in the program to be more confident, to improve confidence?
Apa yang dilakukan untuk improving, apa sih membuat itu lebih baik lagi?
Kak, confident itu ini ya apa?
Kepercayaan diri, betul.
Oh ya, the program, right? I have no idea actually,
Okay.
but I will like it.
You think so? Okay, but you're not sure. Have you ever tried anything like that?
Yes, but not not in speak English, but speak Indonesia bahasa. Yeah.
Okay. So, what program was it? What activity was it?
It's just like seminar apa ya, Kak?
Workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seminar workshop.
Seminar.
Nice, okay.
Yeah. I followed that program. But I think I a bit forget about that, about the matter, about the lesson. So yeah, I just remember the little things.
Okay, yeah. And so do you feel you learned something useful from this seminar you attended?
Yes, I learned something useful.
Okay, all right. Awesome. Very interesting that you attended this seminar. Was it organized by your school or outside the school?
Outside school.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And have a motivation and initiative.
Did you just join it on your own, or how did you find it?
My mother is my mother followed that program, and I wanted I want to join the program too, but for the kids, apa ya? Kak Uta, ada Kak Uta tahu Menara 165 gitu nggak, Kak? Yang Menara 165.
ESQ.
Yeah, ESQ, yeah. So the name is ESQ, that the place for motivation, that lesson for speaking, business, and another. There's the traveling too. Yeah, I follow that program. Sometimes I follow that program.
Interesting. So your mother introduced you to it.
Yes, but sometimes I ask my mother for I join the program.
Nice. Okay, very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
What about you, Rizky? What do you think? Do you think some strategies, some activities to help with anxiety or confidence, do you think it could be useful or not really?
Gimana, Kak? Tolong.
Rizky gimana?
Gimana apanya, Kak?
Coba, Syafiq mungkin bisa dibantuin.
Kamu kalau program tentang speaking gitu pernah nggak, Rizky? Bener kan ya, Kak? Ya, kamu pernah ikut program melancarkan kita dalam berbicara depan orang umum gitu nggak?
Pernah sih.
Oh, pernah. Yeah, so Rizky was follow the program. Gimana, Kak? Bener Kak?
Iya bener, nggak apa-apa.
Rizky was sorry.
Rizky didn't have anything yet.
Okay. But would he like it?
Rizky, kamu suka nggak kalau belajar bahasa Inggris gitu, berbicara gitu? Bukan belajar, maksudnya belajar bicara depan orang umum, kamu suka nggak?
Suka.
Yeah, he like it.
Okay. Are you ever anxious, actually, Rizky? So Shafiq told us, but are you? I didn't actually get that. Do you ever feel anxious or nervous in general, or just always okay?
Kalau Rizky di depan banyak orang gitu, Rizky cemas nggak kalau bicara?
Enggak sih Kak, nggak terlalu cemas.
Just okay, not really.
Always
Anxious.
okay. All right.
Always
All right.
okay.
Okay. Wow. I envy that. I want to be always okay. All right. All right. So I guess, I don't know, Miss Putri, do you have any other questions to ask them, maybe? Or shall we?
Yeah, I think Syafiq jadi mau ajak temen ya ikut bergabung.
Iya tadi aku udah telepon temen, cuman aku pikir tadi aku agak kelupaan juga. Jadi namanya Juno Kak. Sorry. Namanya Juno. Jadi aku ajak Rabu. Nanti aku share
Rabu
di
ya.
Yeah.
So okay, siap. So Miss Becky, one friend of Mr. Syafiq and Rizky, they will join on Wednesday. Okay, with us.
Awesome.
And his name is Juno.
Okay. Awesome. That's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
We have 3 musketeers here.
Yes.
If Juno's, join.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Okay. Oh, awesome. That's gonna be fun. All right. So I don't know, maybe we can start, if you don't have any other questions, maybe we can start with some material. What do you think?
Sure. We still have about 37 minutes, so I think it's enough.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So I can't share my screen right now.
My bad. Sorry. Done.
Kauta, kalau aku ajak teman yang lain gimana?
Boleh banget.
Okay.
Bahkan kalau kamu ajak satu kelas, satu sekolah juga boleh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now I can.
He will ask another friends of his to join.
All right. Also some female friends, you can ask some girls as well.
Yeah. Some girls.
Do you have any female friends or just male friends?
Of course I have.
So we can ask
Syafiq is always have.
So we have a mixture of everyone, we have both
Even
boys and girls.
Okay, even there is a girl that I crush love to him and
to her.
Oh,
gossip here.
but she not crush love to me.
Oh no, one-sided love. Okay.
So
always be like that.
So she knows you like her.
Yeah. What?
Does she know? Does she know you like her?
Yeah, she know it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And she doesn't feel the same. Like, oh no, that's sad.
No worries.
Always be like that.
Yeah. No worries. Okay. She's not your fate yet.
It happens.
Okay.
It's
still also very young. Don't worry.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, I'm still young.
There's still time.
Still young.
But maybe you can still be friends,
Friends always good.
All right. So I actually have 2 options for you today, and because we talked a bit in the first part, I want to give you the choice of which activity you would like to do in the remaining time, because there won't be enough time to do both. So option 1 is an article on the Jakarta Post in English, and it's talking about some current issues in Indonesia with the countryside. Okay, so maybe the fact that there are less farmers and things with agriculture, a bit of stuff that's happening in Indonesia. So option 1 is to read it together. So practice pronunciation and, try to understand this article together. And then discuss it and share what you think about what we read. So that's option 1. Option 2 is just some conversation about where you live and nearby countrysides. Here there are some inputs, but we can also add some more questions. So I wanted to still focus on a little bit of conversation before we do some more grammar games, like you asked as well. For next time, I wanted to see if we are able to discuss certain topics about the countryside. So we have these 2 options for the rest of today. What would you prefer to do?
Opsi yang mana? Ayo.
Yeah, I choose the first one.
The first
Alright.
one.
What
Ooh.
about Risky?
What about you, Rizky? What do you choose? The first option or the second option?
I will choose the first one.
The first option. Okay.
Okay, so both with the first. So let's open it. Also, I have to remember how long it is to see how we can divide the time in a good way. Let's see. All right, so just let me go through it. Yeah, I mean, here there's some other stuff, but okay, let's start by, all right, by reading the title, okay? The title of this article is, excuse me, A Land Without Farmers.
Bless you.
Cheers. So, A Land Without Farmers, Indonesia's Agricultural Conundrum. So maybe we can read, like a couple of paragraphs each. So Rizky and Shafiq, you can read like a bunch of lines and then the other can continue. And then we will stop from time to time to see whether we understood it or whether the text is too difficult, or, like just to see how it goes.
Okay.
So who wants to start reading?
Okay, so Miss Vicky, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but when we read this article, we also have to understand about this, especially for Rizky and Shafiq, right?
Yeah, ideally,
so,
yes.
Yeah,
but I will help them as well understanding it.
Okay, so if we don't have enough time, so we also can continue for the next lesson on Wednesday, because
sure.
Yeah, because reading is very important for 2 of you and for your friends as well. Next lessons, okay? Yeah. Okay, Miss Becky.
Yeah.
So we can start from who?
Yeah. Also because
I want to start.
It's very important. Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to say that these days it's so easy to find information on the internet, right? It's super easy, but it's also very important to understand the information we find. So and this is actually something for people from all nationalities. Even here in Italy, sometimes people find information on the internet, but not always they understand it, So it's something important to work on in order to be able to not just communicate, which is very important, but also understand the information we read. So that's very important for life as well in general, So all right, Mr. Shafiq, you can read this first part.
Okay. The rate at which the country is losing farmers is a cause for concern. If it continues, Indonesia is likely to have no farmers left in 50 years. What will we eat? Well, we will be hungry, said Adang Parman, 58 years old, a farmer from Ciburial village in West Java. Every day, the father of three heads out to the field at the break of dawn to pull out weeds, water his plants or plunge, uh, plug, I'm sorry, vegetables from his rows of plants. His son, meanwhile, plowed the land with a handheld walking tractor.
All right. Okay, just 1 second. Sorry, I have a problem here. Let me put it. All right, now it should work.
Your internet connection?
No, I just had problem with the notepad. Okay. All right. So first of all, did you understand what you read, or do you have questions about this first part?
I've gambaran apa ya Kak Uta ya?
Kamu mau menyatakannya kayak gimana?
Aku punya gambaran kalau dari bacaan ini, jadi petani Indonesia itu kalau nggak ada apa yang akan terjadi dan apa yang akan kita makan.
Oh, okay. So what he understand about this topic is actually when we don't have any farmers yet in Indonesia, we don't know what we have to eat.
Right, because apparently Indonesia is losing a lot of farmers. I mean, probably, I don't know, it's not said here, but probably it could be because people move to the city, you know, that happens in many places everywhere. So yeah, this is the first problem. Okay, it's introducing the problem, which is Indonesia is losing farmers, and I mean, the question is, how will we, you know, grow the food we need without the farmers? So yeah, very good. Also, this word losing, even though it's spelled with an O, it's pronounced lose. You know, like lose is the opposite of win. You win something or you lose something. So in this case, it's with the ing form, but it's yeah, it's still the same verb. So it's lose. Try and say it.
Coba diulangi, Syafiq.
Try and say lose.
Yang mana maaf Pak?
Yang itu yang di warnain biru itu, yang di apa?
Oh, ya. Lose.
Perfect.
Lose. Yeah.
Also,
lose.
This is a little. Yeah. Also, so this is a little bit of a harder word, but basically pluck means, you know, just get the vegetables out of the earth.
Yeah, I see.
Just pluck it. Just take it. Pluck. You use pluck even for, I mean, some people depends on the cultures, but some people, usually women, just use this thing to take out a little bit of their facial hair, like eyebrows. You know, they just do this, and that's pluck. When you pluck the small hair, that's pluck. So it's the same.
Mencabut.
The same verb, right? You pluck vegetables. And also, probably this is also a bit of a difficult word. Plow is, I don't know if you're familiar with farming, but plow means, you know, when farmers prepare the land with these tools that take up the earth, right? That like make it ready, just move the earth to then grow stuff. So you can do that with machines like a tractor with some kind of tool, or in this case, it's handheld. So it's done by a person using this. So it's a person using their hands to do it. But yeah, just it's a difficult word, so don't worry. I just wanted to make it clearer for you because you might have wondered what it meant. All right. So, Rizky, do you want to continue with these 2 paragraphs?
Ayo Rizky.
Yes, I want to read the next paragraph. So, Adang has been working in the fields for more than 40 years. The work is demanding and laborious. This probably explains why fewer people are taking up the profession. The country lost 1 million farmers between 2003 and 2013, with their numbers falling to 26 million, according to Statistics Indonesia. The trend is expected to continue in the next few years at this rate. Indonesia would lose all its farmers by 2063.
All right, nice, Rizky, thank you. Okay, so first of all, did you understand what was written here, or do you have any questions about it?
Yuk, Rizky paham nggak atau ada pertanyaan nggak?
Nggak ada, Kak. Paham.
Paham. Kalau dipahami apa yang dipahami?
Gimana ya?
Ya, apa yang dipahami sama Rizky dari artikel ini?
Gimana ya jelasinnya, Kak?
It's okay if it's not clear.
Gak apa-apa pakai bahasa Indonesia.
Oh, ya. Si Adang kan bekerja 40 tahun lebih ya.
Ada yang bekerja 40 tahun lebih, oke. Terus
apa ya? Adang bekerja 40 tahun lebih. The work is demanding and laborious. Artinya apa tuh, Pak?
Oke, sampai situ Rizky nggak, ke bawahnya nggak ngerti. Cuma ngerti sampai situ aja.
Iya, Kak.
Okay, so Rizky only understand about the first sentence.
Okay. It's okay. It's not an easy article, so don't worry about it as well. We're here, and we're here to learn together, right? Okay, so yes, okay. So Adang is a person, right? What did you understand about the first sentence? You said you understood the first sentence. What was it?
Yeah. In Bahasa, he understand. He can translate it very well. Only the first sentence.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So then it says that this, so in this case, this refers to what has been said right before, right? So this concept, the fact that the work on the field is very hard, right? It's very hard, is probably why there are less people doing that, less people being farmers, because it's very hard work, right? It's very hard work. So that's probably the reason why. So when you see this expression, okay, fewer and fewer, or maybe less and less, or more and more, when you use an adjective like this, it basically emphasizes how much it's happening. So basically in this case, fewer and fewer, it means that it's increasingly less. Few means less, basically. So it means that it's, fewer and fewer, less people every day. This is what it means. So and then connected to it, it talks about trends. So this is not an easy concept, and people usually study these things, later, like in university or something. So, you will understand that before others that study it in university. Anyway, so a trend is, okay, so first of all, statistics. I saw you didn't probably understand what that means. Statistics is a subject similar to maths. You know maths, Risky? Do you know mathematics?
Yes, I know.
Okay, so statistics is similar. It takes information from different places, and it uses the numbers to understand how the world works, okay? What's happening. So it takes numbers from what's happening in the real world, and it analyzes it in a way that tells us what we need to do, okay? So a trend simply is something like this. Maybe you've seen these graphs in books or in articles, or, basically this shows how something changes over time. You have all the numbers here, so you see how it changes over time. So every year it's different, right? For example, imagine maybe, okay, imagine that, okay, actually no, we can do the real thing. In this case, this yellow line, okay, this is the number of people that work in agriculture. So number of people that become like farmers, okay? As you can see, every year it's less, right? You see the percentage here. So you probably see that the line goes down. So that's a trend. It simply means that something is becoming less of, all right? So all it says here is the same thing that it said before, just in more details. So basically it says that the numbers tell us that it's decreasing, that we have less and less farmers. And in the future, we might actually have no farmers, all right? Is it clearer, or I don't know, did you understand this the way I explained it, or do you have more questions?
I have one question for Miss Putri.
Okay. Yes, please.
Pak,
Ah,
Adam kan kerja lebih dari 40 tahun, Kak.
ah.
Kira-kira selesainya bisa berapa lama tuh, Kak?
Ya itu surveinya dari tahun 1976 sampai 2019.
Oh, ya. I know.
Ya, jadi itu tadi Miss Becky lagi menjelaskan yang dimaksud dengan kata fewer and fewer people. Semakin sedikit orangnya. Nah, itu ada grafiknya kan, kalau makin ke bawah artinya makin sedikit gitu. Ya.
Iya.
Semoga
Oke.
grafik itu semoga grafik itu tidak terjadi dengan rupiah Indonesia ya, Kak.
Berat. Ngomongnya berat.
Semoga tidak terjadi, Kak.
There's a wasp.
Amin.
There's a wasp in the room. I'm just okay. Just stay there. Okay. I don't know if it's a wasp or a bee, but it's. I'm afraid it's gonna sting me. So, but hopefully we'll be fine. I hope so. My dad is even allergic to wasps, so I hope I'm not.
I think if we don't, too much.
Yeah, if I don't touch it, it should be fine. I think. Anyway, so what did Shafiq ask?
No. I'm just talking about the money of Indonesia.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted by the wasp again. I'm so sorry. It just went like right here. Can you repeat again, please?
No. That's not a question. I just talking about Indonesian politics.
Okay, but it's interesting. I want to hear that.
Hopefully, the statistic is not happen to Indonesian rupiah. Go down and hopefully the Indonesian rupiah is keeping up.
So right.
True.
It's really hard to understand.
Yeah, no, but good observation actually. It's that happens with inflation, right? I mean, money's value changes a lot over time, so it's actually a very good observation. All right, let's see. Then we have a little bit of the graph as well. Okay, so Shafiq, would you like to read the next bit?
Okay, I will read it. Yeah. Okay. Large proportion of young people view agricultural work as low-wage manual labor that is more suited to those from poor background who have limited education. Same. 2016 SMERU Research Institute report rates. Agriculture is huge contributor to Indonesia's economy. Around 29% of the Indonesian workforce works around 29% of the Indonesian workforce works in the agriculture, fisheries, and livestock sector, which contributes nearly 13% to the country's GDP. Which contributes nearly 13% to the country GDP. It is the third biggest contributor to the economy after manufacturing and trade. According to statistic Indonesia or the BPS that data.
All right. So, did you understand this text or do you have questions?
I didn't understand, but I think if I read it again, I will understand. But I don't want to read it again. It's hard
No, it's okay. I'll help you. I'll help you
these
understand it.
texts.
Of course, it's not. This is a normal article, okay? A normal article from the Jakarta Post. So it's not written for learners in particular. So the level is a little bit higher, okay? So because it's from a real article. So don't worry about not understanding everything. The point is to try and understand it together, okay? So basically, okay, so the SMERU or SMERU Research Institute is actually a very interesting research institute that does a lot of research about social issues like poverty or education, or I don't know, it has very interesting stuff. Anyway, so what they show is that many young people in Indonesia see agricultural work as you know, a type of work that they're not interested in. Many young people are not interested that much about agricultural work. But agriculture is actually very important for Indonesia's economy because a very big percentage, a very big part of the population in Indonesia works in agriculture, or fisheries means basically, you know, like fishing from, I don't know, the river or the sea or the lake. And livestock means livestock is something like, for example, goats, having sheep, having big herds of animals. So having some animals that you have in your farm. So basically that's the main point. So the way like young people seem to be less interested than before in agriculture, and they see it as a very specific thing rather than an ambition sometimes. And though agriculture is actually a big part of the economy. Is it clearer now?
Yeah, I understand the text now.
All right, awesome. And don't worry too much about certain things like GDP. It's just also a statistic thing. It just basically, it's a number that helps understanding what's going on. Let's put it like that. So don't worry too much about those technical stuff. We might see it later anyway. All right. Maybe let's skip this bit because we're almost out of time. Let's see. Okay, maybe let's just read this last part and then we might discuss it for a couple of minutes before having to go. All right, Rizky, do you want to read the last bit? We skipped a bit because there is not much time left, but it's just repeating the same concept, so it's not a problem.
Okay. Problems like increasing production Cost. Changes in weather and pest attacks have also pushed farmers to change professions, with landowners either converting land to other uses or selling it. The Smeru report states. So that went wrong. How can we support more farmers like Adang is his family and his family? The Jakarta Post spoke to farmers, agriculture and food companies, policymakers, and experts on the challenges and opportunities for Indonesia's farmer and the agriculture sector.
Okay, so did you understand this part or do you have questions?
I understand.
All right, okay. So yeah, it just says some other problems, right? Some other problems that farmers experience, like the fact that, you know, producing vegetables, etc., is more expensive. There is changes in the weather, so too sunny, too, I don't know, rainy or whatever. And pest is these little animals that eat the plants, right? So because of all these problems, some people changed profession. So so this is the problem, okay? So we have less and less farmers, but we still need to produce the food we eat, and also you know, it's actually a big part of the economy as well right now. So and there are different perceptions, okay, different ideas from people of what's going on and what they think about farming as well. So I guess before we leave, I want to ask you a question. First of all, what do you think after reading this? What's your opinion on this problem? What should we do to make it better?
What should we do?
Gimana ya?
Okay, then maybe let's make the question easier. Okay, would you like to become a farmer as a job? Would you like that?
No,
Why?
because farmer is work harder.
Okay. So they work very hard, yeah?
Yeah.
So what else would you like to do as a job in your life in the future?
The job I like is to be a policeman.
Policeman. Okay, interesting. Why? Why do you want to be a policeman?
Because policeman is strong and can catch many worse people.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Rizky. What
Awesome.
about you? What about you, Shafiq? Would you
Yes,
would you like to become a farmer in the future?
No.
Why?
I don't want it. Maybe I want to make a company that I'm the leader for. I want to make a company
Mhm.
lead the. I will be the leader for the farmers.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
So
Aha,
they
so
are my workers. They are
mm,
there are work. They are workers, and I'm the leader. Yeah.
okay. Why this idea?
Because I don't want to be a farmer,
Why not?
but I want to be a businessman.
Uh-huh.
Because it's tired. Make me. It's just like not fit with me. I
Okay.
I just don't
I
want it.
I understand. So now to both of you, before we leave, what do you think we should do to improve the situation that's happening?
Mm, uh, the situation in this text are
Yes.
uh,
It's okay. There is no wrong or right answer. Don't worry. It's just your opinion.
okay. Wait. I need to read again the text. Wait.
So we have less people who want to become farmers, but we also need, we need farmers to produce food as well. So,
Okay.
we have a bit of a problem here because we're having less and less farmers, but we still need to produce food to grow all the food we eat. So how can we fix the problem? What can we do?
What I read this text is the we have a problem that production cost. Yes. Uh, I think the solution is make some robots that gantiin tuh apa ya, kauta ya, aku agak
Kalimatnya mau kayak gimana?
jadi kan ini ada masalah tentang costnya apa biayanya gitu ya. Jadi kan kalau kita bikin robot AI gitu, yang ya AI, robot AI, aku agak susah ngomong artificial intelligence-nya itu.
Ya.
Kan itu meskipun biayanya awalnya besar, tapi kan bakal ke depannya itu kan akan lebih menghemat biayanya juga gitu.
Oh, so
Investasi.
kamu prefer pakai robot gitu untuk bertani?
Yes. So the farmers can get another job that more worth for their families gitu. Kan maksudnya kalau farmersnya cari kerjaan yang lain kan bakal jadi lebih efektif gitu ya. Nggak terlalu capek, terus juga mereka dapat penghasilan yang lebih gitu.
Mau pakai seberapa banyak robot dari sekian banyak lahan?
I think the robots can it's just like 3 people that changed by 1 robot.
Okay, so he said that he has an idea. If 3 people changing to one robot, and the robot will do all the activities of the farmer did, and even though the cost is high in the beginning, but actually it can be survived for so many years, so it also saving the production cost for
Interesting.
the farmers. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
very
he thought
interesting.
about.
Very interesting idea, Shafiq. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
but
be-
I think that is in the future, not now.
maybe,
Maybe,
but if we, like in order to change things in the future, we need to, try even things that might sound, like very creative for what we have now. Maybe we still have to develop the tools we need for that, but it's the best, like having ideas is how we innovate. It's how we change the world. So
Yeah.
that's a very good attitude, like never stop thinking about new ideas to do things. It's a very good thing.
Okay, so Miss Rebecca and also Mr. Shafiq and Rizky, because we are already run out the time. It's 7 minutes
Yes.
Yeah.
from our plan. So we're gonna continue for the next lesson with your friends as well. Okay, Juno. Yeah.
I checked Juno. I give it examples. The lesson I recorded it. But he thinks. Yeah, he want to more. Ya, jadi dia itu mau tambahan IPA juga ya, Kak, karena kan dekat
Oh,
ujian
okay.
ini. Nah, dia kayaknya dia lagi mikir-mikir, aduh kayaknya enggak dulu deh gitu. Jadi masih bingung, nanti aku coba tanyain lagi deh.
Oh, no worries. It's all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever the time.
I don't know what he said.
Oh, because Juno
Sorry.
have
Sorry, Miss Becca.
another activities, Miss Becky. Okay, I don't think Juno will joining us next lesson. But not only Juno who